This is the Coach Short Show. May be interested in the program, so greatly appreciate it, Coach. And before we jump into it, Coach, if you can just give us a brief history about yourself, about your coaching experience, we'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, I grew up in Morrow, Ohio. It's a small town outside of Cincinnati. Went to Little Miami High School was the name of the high school in Southwest Ohio. And I played football at Concord University, Division II in West Virginia from 95 to 99. And then started coaching middle school in West Virginia in 2000. Then moved to North Carolina and coached in North Carolina, in Asheboro, North Carolina, Southwest Randolph High School until 2006. And I moved to Florida. I was in Central Florida at Bayside High School in Palm Bay. I was there from 2006 to 2012. And then my wife and I relocated to South Florida in 2013. Coached a year at Archbishop McCarthy. And then ever since then, I've been at Stoneman Douglas. When I first got to Douglas, I was O-line, D-line coach. And then I moved up to defensive coordinator. And then in 2019, I took the head job and been the head coach since.
Absolutely. And Coach, that's a great history behind you, great coaching experience, a lot of experience behind you. And as we get into the season, Coach, just talking about the last game, you're currently 2-1 right now, sitting well right now. I'm sure you would have liked to have that W last week against Deerfield. So, we'll get into that and we'll talk about it. And Coach, talking about Deerfield, the 29-2, what things went well against Deerfield that you can take into your next game against Boca High? What do you think went well, Coach?
I thought defensively, we were put in some tough situations, and I really liked the way the kids, their effort, the way they played. We had guys flying the football, and I thought the defense, overall played a pretty solid game. We gave up 3 plays. They made a great call on the reverse off the jet sweep, and then they had 2 touchdown passes where we have guys right there in coverage, and it's a 50-50 ball. Their guys went up and made the play, and we didn't. Those 3 plays, that was the ball game. And like I said, I think they had 1 drive where they started outside our 50-yard line. So, they won the field position battle all night long. But I was really just proud of the way our kids played on defense, their effort level and just their, tenacity, and they really got after it.
Yes. And talking about that, Coach, and the never give up attitude, definitely not the result that you wanted. Of course, we talked about that, but what can you take from, playing a tough Deerfield team, although the score was not indicative of that result, but, what can you take from that game going into Boca High?
Well, defensively, I think we can, gain a little bit of confidence. They got guys, man. Everybody knows about Deerfield, the athletes they have, and the things we did some really good things on defense. But like I told the guys, we did some good stuff, but it wasn't good enough. It doesn't matter. The situations that are in the game. Our job is to keep them from scoring, and we didn't do that. But I think we gained some confidence on some of the things that we did. And then it was a terrible night for us offensively. I think everything that could have went wrong. Yeah. So we have to rebound from that. We can't turn the ball over. As bad as we played, we still had the ball in the red zone 3 times, and we turned it over all 3 times. So we got to cut down on the mistakes, and we got to just play better football.
Absolutely. And, as you prepare for Boca High, you're on the bye week right now, but as you prepare for Boca High, what do you like to see out of your team, in the next coming days in practice so that you can get the W? What do you like to see from your team?
Just get back out there and get in rhythm, and I'm sure everybody's dealing with this, man, but, we've actually been on the field about 5 times in the last 3 weeks because of the weather. I know everybody's dealing with it. So, but we've actually been on the field 5 days out of the last 3 weeks. We've been in the gym, we've been in the cafeteria. It's been crazy. So just, I think getting back on the practice field and getting rhythm back in offense and just being able to get out there and run around and get some practice in and prepare. and get ready for a Boca team who's explosive on offense, got a great running back, and this is a huge game for both teams. So we got to get ready to play and get ready to go.
Yep, coach. And speaking of Boca High and their great running game, great running back, Randy, I believe his name is. A couple of those running backs can break it at any time, right? So, what are you going to need to see from your defense in order for you to stop the run and come out with a W?
Yeah, just we got to be gap sound. Got to get guys to the football, and gang tackle and swarm. We got to make sure we get there and we tackle. That's the thing.
Absolutely. Is talking more about that high power offense that Boca High has. They're putting up 40 plus in their wins this year. You talked about your offense kind of struggled a little bit against Deerfield, but what are you going to need to see out of your offense in order to slow that explosive offense of Boca High down? So what are you going to need to see out of your offense?
Yeah.
Ball control.
Yeah, biggest thing we just got to take care of the football, but finish drives with touchdowns. That, like I said, we were in the red zone 3 times last week and came away with 0 points. It can't happen. You can't do that against good football teams. You can't do it against anybody, especially good football teams. So, I think it's more of us just executing, but finishing drives with touchdowns.
Right. And how do you expect for your team to kind of bounce back after a tough Deerfield loss, Coach? What do you expect from your team going on the road?
Yeah, I mean, just get ready to get back out there and execute the game plan and play as hard as they can, and just get back to playing the way we were a couple of weeks ago, just where we had some great rhythm and some big plays, and just getting back to us being out there and being successful.
Right. And Coach, as we wrap it up, you got some great playmakers on both sides of the ball, especially on offense, those wideouts, they can break it at any time, right? So a lot of speed out there. But what are you going to need to see from your leaders? You don't have to call any names or anything like that, but what are you going to need to see from your leaders on both sides of the ball to ensure that you guys get back on the winning track?
Yeah, I think it just starts, like I said, on the practice field. We got to have a great week of preparation. We got to put the loss behind us and be ready to bounce back. And like I said, this is the next one on the schedule. It's the biggest one we got. So just having these guys, getting back out there and just really focusing in and locking in and getting ready to go.
Absolutely. And finally, Coach, you always have a great turnout there at Stoneman Douglas with your fans. And we mentioned you're going on the road. So anything you want to say to your fans, the parents, do you need them to show up at Boca High, give you some encouragement? What do you need from the fans, Coach?
Yeah, definitely love to have them out there. I think our guys are hungry to get back on the field. And we just, like we expect our kids to come out and play with relentless effort for 48 minutes. And they know that's the standard we set here. So, but yeah, we'd love to have fans out there give us support. And like I said, this is another big game.
All right, Coach. And finally, we'll leave it in your hands. Anything you would like to say on behalf of the program, the Stoneman Douglas football program, anything from you, Coach?
Just like I said, we've been known as a baseball school. We're trying to make people realize that, we can play some football out here too. And, we got guys playing all over the place in college, and, we're just trying to make a name for ourselves, man.
Absolutely. And guys, fans and followers, again, the game will be, Coach, it's Friday, 7 p.m.
No, it's 6:30 kickoff on Friday.
6:30 kickoff
at Boca.
6:30 kickoff, Boca High. Stoneman Douglas will be taking on Boca High on the road. You guys go check that out. Thank you so much, Coach. We look forward to the next segment of the Coach Short Show. Thank you, Coach. All the best on the next game.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care, Coach.